Chapter 1 Descent into Darkness fade in. A faint glow dances across a pitch-black screen. A deep mechanical hum fills the ears. Then the sound of oxygen hissing inside a submersible. Narrator, calm, deep voice. 2.5 miles below the surface of the Atlantic lies the most famous shipwreck in history, the RMS Titanic, and today we're going inside. The camera view shifts. A small porthole reveals endless black water, illuminated only by the harsh white beam of the submersible's spotlight. Particles of silt drift like snow in the abyss. This is the first time in years that new high-definition footage has been taken of Titanic's remains. The wreck is fragile, slowly being consumed by rust-eating bacteria. Every descent into these depths might be the last time we see it in this state. At 12,500 feet, pressure here is 380 times greater than at sea level. Outside the sub, it's freezing cold, about 1 degrees C. No sunlight has touched this place in more than a century. The narrator explains how the Titanic rests in 2 massive sections, separated by about 600 meters of debris, the bow still upright and recognizable, and the stern twisted and mangled by the violent breakup. The submersible approaches, and then out of the darkness a ghostly silhouette appears, the bow. Narrator, there it is, the most haunting sight on the ocean floor. The ship's prow juts from the seabed like a monument. The anchor chains still draped over the bow are encrusted with rusticles, those strange icicle-like formations of decaying metal. Slowly, the camera sweeps upward along the hull, past the railing where passengers once leaned to watch the sea. You can almost imagine the orchestra playing in the distance, the laughter, the footsteps on deck, until reality sinks in. This is a grave. Chapter 2 First glimpse of the exterior circling the Titanic's bow reveals incredible detail. The ship's name is barely visible now, the paint long gone, letters softened by decay. Barnacles and deep-sea life have claimed the metal. A robotic arm from the sub carries a small camera into shadowed corners. The anchor windlass machinery is still in place. Even the massive capstans that once held mooring ropes stand frozen in time. Footage shows the foredeck where the lookouts, Frederick Fleet and Reginald Lee, kept watch on the night of April 14, 1912. Somewhere up there, Fleet rang the fateful 3 bells, iceberg right ahead. As the light moves along the hull, we pass collapsed railings and the remains of the forward well deck. The cargo hatches are open, long stripped by time and water. The most striking moment comes when the camera dips low, revealing the anchors themselves, colossal and silent, resting in their hawse pipes. They haven't moved in 113 years. Chapter 3 The Grand Staircase. No part of the Titanic's interior has been more famous than the Grand Staircase, the heart of first-class luxury. The footage shows the rusted framework of the staircase's dome. The elegant glass ceiling is long gone, collapsed under pressure, but you can still see the outline of the ironwork that once supported it. The actual wooden staircase disintegrated decades ago, but its base remains, now covered in silt. The ornate clock that once read honor and glory crowning time is gone, but in its place is a haunting emptiness, as if the ship's soul was taken. Yet, around the base, personal artifacts lie half buried, fragments of porcelain, bits of tile from the ornate floor. Cool. These details, captured in real footage, are both beautiful and devastating. The narrator pauses, letting the silence speak. Chapter 4 First-class cabins. Through the use of small array of remotely operated vehicles, the footage moves inside the corridors where first-class passengers stayed. Ornate light fixtures, now encrusted with marine life, hang from ceilings. Brass bed frames still stand in some cabins. In others, the wooden paneling has completely vanished, leaving bare metal ribs. Footage captures a porcelain bathtub still intact. In another room, a wardrobe lies on its side doors half open, as if someone left in a hurry, which of course they did. You see debris on the floor, shoes, brushes, and in one cabin a leather suitcase untouched. These were once the rooms of millionaires, politicians, actors, now silent too. Chapter 5 The Dining Room. In China, the first-class dining saloon was the largest room on Titanic, able to seat over 500 guests. Footage shows its massive supporting pillars, still standing in rows. The oak paneling is gone, but the room's size is still awe-inspiring. Among the debris, the most haunting sight is the china. Hundreds of white plates lie in neat stacks as if set for dinner. Some even bear the white star-line crest, still visible despite the years. Cups, saucers, and silverware are scattered across the seabed. The dining room is a frozen banquet for no one. Chapter 6, The Crew Quarters and Boiler Room. The footage dives deeper into the ship's engineering spaces. Here, massive boilers stand like giants in the dark. Some are still recognizable from the first footage taken in 1985. Tools remain where engineers left them. Coal lies in heaps, black against the rust. The crew quarters are stark. Narrow bunks, lockers, and wash basins. This was home for the stokers, firemen, and sailors who kept Titanic moving. Many never left this part of the ship when disaster struck. Chapter 7, Third-Class Compartments. The difference between first class and third class is staggering. These were simple dormitory-style cabins with metal bunks stacked 3 high. In the footage, some still contain bed frames. There's no decoration here, only practicality. Yet small personal items remain: a child's shoe, a comb, a drinking cup. These were the people with the lowest survival rate on Titanic, many trapped below decks when the iceberg struck. Chapter 8, The Cargo Hold and Mailroom. Titanic carried over 3,400 mail bags. Footage shows the mailroom's framework, collapsed but still identifiable. In the silt, bundles of letters have been found, preserved by the cold and pressure. The cargo holds are littered with crates, bottles, and machinery. Even the remains of a luxury car, a 1912 Renault, were filmed here. Chapter 9, Decay and Deep Sea Life. Rusticles hang from every surface, living formations of bacteria slowly eating the ship. Experts believe Titanic will be gone within decades. Footage captures deep-sea creatures moving through the wreck. Rat-tail fish, crabs, and even the occasional shark. This once proud ocean liner is now an artificial reef. Chapter 10, The Final Message. The camera pulls back, showing the Titanic resting silently in the dark. Narrator: the Titanic is not just a shipwreck. It is a time capsule, a reminder of human ambition and human fragility. The film ends with slow shots of the bow, the stern, and the debris field, each artifact telling a story of the people who sailed that night, fade to black.